The main character does not fit in. The main character will never fit in. If you're watching this video, you're probably, not even probably, you definitely are the one who's always stuck out. And I'm going to tell you, you felt alone, you felt sad, you felt just essentially ostracized from the places you should have, in your mind, you should have been accepted into. But the reality of it is, you are better than that environment. And we are in a society where people say, oh, you have to be humble and this and that. The main character does not have to be humble because you have a humble spirit in general. Being humble or learning humility or being put down or going through those type of situations, it's because of your heart posture to begin with. So the main character never has to experience moments of humbleness because she is always and forever humble in her essence. You don't have to be humble in a gift that you already have. And the fact that you don't fit in or you've never fit in or it's hard for you to, and what I mean by fit in, right? You will go anywhere and you will meet friends. You will be able to connect. You'll be able to network. You will have no problem connecting with the people around you. However, there was always just a feeling of, you know what, it's almost perfect. And that is an inkling within yourself. And that's something that you should take heed to. You're not meant to just fit in and be another pillar in whatever's happening. You were meant to stand out, and that's why you have that feeling of, man, this is almost perfect, and that's okay. If you try to force yourself to fit in into environments, what you're going to do is essentially diminish yourself. You're always going to be trying to show up as less than yourself. You're going to not put as much effort into the different things that you could do better, because if everyone else is, it's almost as if everyone else is showing up and 8 is their maximum, then you show up with 8 as your maximum, when by default you can show up on 10 every time. That's what trying to fit in will do to you. And the thing is, when you try to fit in, you are going to be attacked because people are going to see that you are, it's almost as if deceit, right? People are going to see you have the capability to be so much better. But by you trying to fit in, it's almost as if, they will see it as you're trying to come up against them, or you're trying to make them feel bad. And that's the whole reason of why you should never try to diminish yourself to fit into any group. Because the reality of it is, if you have to shrink yourself to be accepted, then the place is not big enough for you. You should never do that. And the main character, and this is the tale as old as time for the main character, she's done this before. But look at your life and see, every time you have tried to fit in, you shrunk yourself to fit in, how did that work out for you? I'll tell you how it used to work out for me. I would always be betrayed or taken advantage of or hurt or lied on. Every time I tried to force myself in a situation that was not big enough for me, I always ended up hurt in the process. It wasn't until I realized, you know what, maybe the space I belong in is far greater than what I'm used to. And this is the thing, it's not going to be comfortable at first. Because, like I said, if you're the main character, you've experienced this. And if you don't have a good support system around you that actually love you and want to help you succeed and flourish, they're going to make you feel that shrinking yourself is what is necessary. So that is something that you are going to be comfortable and normal doing. So for you to change your mind and decide to go into environments that are big enough for you, that have the space, that have the growth, that have the opportunity for you, it's going to feel different at first. But that is where you need to push through to not only, you don't need to fit in there because that place is welcoming you. And a lot of times by you trying to force yourself in an environment, you're hiding yourself from the place you're supposed to be. Why force yourself where you're not even truly wanted or accepted when there's another environment that's just waiting for you to show up? You can literally be in a different season, a different place in your life. If you really took this and understood that it's okay if you don't fit in. If anything, that is protection from something you don't even know that's supposed to be happening. Think about that. How many times have you been rejected from something and you're like, oh man, this is difficult, this is tough. And then on the other side of that, you get something far greater than that. That's happened to me so many times I can't even count. It's okay to not fit in. The main character will rarely fit into the majority of places because she's not a majority type of person. You deserve to be in environments and spaces that are big enough to handle you. You deserve to be in environment and spaces that do not shrink you. If you've ever felt like, man, I just don't belong, or why do these people treat me like this, or if I've tried, I did this, I did that, I've done so much to be accepted and they're just not accepting me. Baby, that's your protection. That's your protection. You never want to be around a group of people that the only way they are comfortable is if you are uncomfortable. You never want to experience that. That is soul crushing, and that will always be the delay in your life. You never want to experience that. I have experienced that, so I'm coming from a place of that. And a lot of times, the very people that you're trying to prove yourself to, they don't even hold a candle to you. They don't hold a candle to you. And you might think, oh, they don't like me or they have an issue with me. Baby, it's the spirit you have in you. Some people will see your greatness. Think about it this way. Have you ever been in a situation when you're like, just something just doesn't feel right? I can't put my finger on it, but something doesn't feel right. Other people can have that same perception of you. On the flip side, there's just something about her that is just I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is. Everyone always likes her. She's always coming in with a great positive attitude. She just has a great smile. She has a great personality. People can see that, and that will irritate them. Some people will look at you and just your presence will irritate them because you have that much of a light, right? The dark can't stand when the light starts to shine. And that's the environments where you don't fit in. If you have never fit into a situation or a group or people, really look. And when I tell you I'm a pen and paper kind of girl, you guys know that. Sit down and write it out. What are the characteristics and the traits of the people, place, or thing that I have not fit into? And I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, those characteristics are beneath you. Those are characteristics, places, and people that if you really had your things together the way you wanted to, you wouldn't even think to blink twice in that type of that type of direction. Think about that. If you had your stuff all the way together, and this is why I always advocate for transitioning and elevating yourself. If you need help with that, make sure you check out the website maincharacterforever.com. There's a 21-day transformation workbook, and we are also doing the Esther year. So we're actually going live today at 7 p.m. If you are interested in joining the Esther year, memberships open up on the 1st of every month. So the next time memberships open up will be December 1st. Sorry. It'll be December 1st, and you can sign up on the memberships channel. So it'll be the Opulent Diamonds memberships. That's where we go live, and that's where we have our one-on-one conversations and our connections. We also have a Discord where I am in constant contact and communication with my diamonds, and we just really get down to the root of everything that we talk about here. Everything we talk about on this channel, it definitely targets, but it is service level. So if you want a deeper, more in-depth type of communication, make sure you join the Opulent Diamonds membership and be a part of the Esther year. So when I always talk about transforming and elevating, I'm so serious about that. But that is the best way to make sure you protect yourself from the environments that don't even deserve to have you around, Some environments, the reason why you don't fit in is because they just don't deserve to have you to be a part of it. It's not the other way around. It's not like, oh, you don't deserve it. No, baby, they don't deserve you. So if you felt like, you just don't fit in, you don't understand, what's wrong, there's nothing wrong with you. Like, the universe is protecting you from being in a place where you are just there's too much of you to be there. And that's okay. So this message is for the diamonds who haven't fit in. You have tried and you just don't understand, baby. There's better for you. That's why. I love you, diamonds, and I just want to give you so much love, light, and encouragement, and understand that you are just meant to be in places and environments that not only can hold you where you are currently, but they have room to see you grow. And don't force yourself in an environment where you've already outgrown. It's only going to hurt you in the long run. I love you, diamonds, and I'll talk to you soon. You're already the main character in your story and everyone else's. Let's be real. But how do you utilize that? How do you make it so that it's not just something it's something everybody sees the moment you walk into the room? This ebook is for you. It's the Center Star ebook, and it shows you how to monetize your personality, how to monetize who you are in essence. This is everything you need to start, create a presence online, keep it strong, and continue to grow. This is for the diamonds, and this is for the main character. If you don't know where to start, you don't know how to do it, you don't know when to do it, this is for you. This is your community.